Welcome to the Leroy Carlton Show. I'm your host, Leroy Carlton, and this is episode 17. And today I have an awesome guest. She is my sister, she is family, she is my friend, she is everything. But before we start anything, I like to start off with a quick prayer because, as you know, God comes first before everything. So let us pray. Father in heaven, I know that I want to fully commit my life to you, and yet I also know that I have not surrendered all that I am to your will. I ask for your help in becoming more committed to you in every way. Guide me to understand the more I commit to your ways, the greater my joy will be in all that we share. I am your child, and no matter what happens in my life, I want to be fully yours. I pray today for your kindness and mercy in helping me take this step. Be with all those who commit their hearts and minds to you and help each one to know you better. In Jesus' name we pray. Amen. Well, today I have a special guest, and I pretty much met her in the beginning of our journey. And she was already in the business. She was in the business before us. But we met her at ECP. And that was the first time we met her. And when we saw her and got to know her, she made a big impact on us. So let me tell you about her. She is a financial professional and an Illinois pioneer leader with Universal Wealth, found in Illinois. Her love for math, numbers, teaching, and networking led this young lady to serve in the financial service industry for over 20 plus years and counting. Wow. In her community and surrounding neighborhoods. She specialized in educating middle-class families like her own about money and how money works. She has created her own unique brand, Cooking with Money Too, where she mentors the youth of Chicago and educate them about life skills, especially business and money. She is an educator, a leader, a recruiter, a motivator, an advocate for financial literacy awareness and wealth building. Her mission is to share a simple language and strategies and literature to help others create a better financial future for generations to come. She is passionate about working with youth because she strongly believes that the next two generations will be the shift that the economy needs to strive again financially, especially among the blue collar households. She has a proven track record of success with youth in Chicago through several educational platforms and partnerships throughout the city, i.e., Year Up Chicago, One Summer Chicago, Unity, Beasley Elementary Staff, University of Chicago Charter Schools, Woodlawn Campus, along with Side Pearls with Power, Legacy Nexus Foundation, Nuclear and Energy STEM Program, Polished Pebbles, Girl Scouts of Chicago, the John W. Buckner Youth Initiative, and many more youth organizations. She enjoys listening to music, cooking, travel, spending quality time with her three daughters, Essence, Amani, and Mahara. I hope I said that right. She is the CEO and founder of the Surface Tech Expert Janitorial Service, LLC, the co-founder of Tribal Wealth United Real Estate Investors, the co-owner of the Purpose League Semi-Professional Youth Basketball Association, member of the National Coalition of 100 Black Women of the Chicago Metropolitan Chapter, assistant troop and community leader for the Girl Scouts of Greater Chicago, former life skills educator for Year Up / Chicago campus, parent and community support with Polished Pebbles, Volunteer with Social Works Community Outreach with Chance the Rapper, and financial legacy educator at the University of Illinois at Chicago campus. Wow, she does a variety of stuff. But here's the one thing that really made me love this lady the most. My lovely daughter and granddaughter, and I know she remember this, was flying home. They had came to spend time with us in Virginia, and they was flying home. And they had to fly to Chicago for a connecting flight. Well, they got there so late that they couldn't fly out right away. So my daughter's calling hotels, and all the hotels were booked. So there was nowhere for them to go. So she's calling me like, Dad, what I'm gonna do, what I'm gonna do. We called her. She came, picked my daughter and granddaughter up, took them with her to her house, fed them, let them shower, change clothes, watch TV, and go to sleep. Then took them to the airport that next morning so they can fly out to Colorado. You can't ask for no more than that. That won us over big time. She had already won us over years ago, but that really did it, because you can't find too many people that will do that for you. And I'm so glad that she decided to do the show. So let me introduce to you Miss Venise Ewing. Did I do you justice?
Man, you made me sound like the president. Oh my God. Yes, bro. And I'll do it again. You hear me? Those are now my bonus nieces forever.
I know you would, and I appreciate when you did do it.
Yes.
Now, here's how this works. I'm going to ask you 8 questions, and you answer the questions to the best of your ability. It's nothing you can't answer. But if it's any of you out there that are watching and you want to make a comment or you want to ask her a question, you are more than welcome to do so. So here's question number 1. What inspired you to start your business or pursue a career in the financial industry?
Life decisions. I never knew I was going to be a 20-year entrepreneur at the time. I went to school like everybody else after high school. I went to Alabama State University in Montgomery, better known to us as the Gump. I got there. I was going to study accounting because math and numbers is my favorite. Unfortunately, decisions in life will take you an alternate route. And that's where in my 3rd year, almost done with my 3rd year, looking to graduate the next year, I found out I was pregnant with Essence. And my grandmother, of course, wanted me to come back to the North. I was the oldest grandchild, as far as female. And she didn't want anybody else helping me raise the baby. She told me I had to make something work because she wasn't
Right.
babysitting either. And so what I ended up doing was going to Century 21 because at the time I didn't understand my grandmother's route of things. She
Mm-hmm.
really wanted me to learn real estate because she owned a lot of real estate, but I didn't know at the time. Believe it or not, that was in 2001. I
Wow.
was a realtor with Century 21 for just a year. And it's hard. Anything is hard as an entrepreneur when you don't have what you sell. I didn't have a home, but I was selling homes.
Right.
And now they always ask me, where do you live? I'm telling them the address, but they didn't know I was in a room of a 2 flat, but it wasn't mine.
Right.
And so a year later, I became a loan officer. That was the change of the game. That was the wealth side of real estate. I didn't know at the time, everybody thinks the realtor is the first step. We both know now it's the approval that comes from the mortgage loan originator. So
Yeah.
we ran the show for real estate. You couldn't go look for a property without knowing what you were worth. That was easy for me because I love numbers. Something else I'll tell you that I found out later, we make the most money at the table besides the client if they're going to walk away with some money. but the number one paid person on the HUD statement is the MLO. And that was me for 9 years until the mortgage crisis. And then
Right.
I transitioned to something else. But from there, making my own path, I had a money at that time too in '07. It was sweet. I made my first 6,000. I mean, my first six figures, $106,000 at the age of 26.
That's what's up.
And I was still at home, even sweeter.
Okay. Question number 2. What has been your biggest challenge you face as a woman in the business, and how did you overcome it?
You know my story. I'm still facing it, breaking barriers, not only being a woman, but let's be real, being a Black woman in the
Oh,
financial industry world.
oh yeah.
It never got easy. It's not easy today, but through it all, I've learned a lot. I think my biggest accomplishment is not financial planning, financial literacy. It's none of that. My biggest reward to myself is the person I have become. It
Right.
has molded me to become the woman I am today, to hold my head up no matter what room I walk in, bro. No matter. That's how I was in EPC. I heard you. I just laughed. You and Roosevelt always start off with me with EPC class, but that class was challenging for me. But I didn't back down, and Lord behold, I won the class my first year. And so I would say that the challenge was they never get easy. I never planned to retire from the financial services industry because now I wear a bigger hat. The hat to me now is that I am more spiritually bound.
Mhm.
So I know that this is a servant job now. I am the messenger. I will learn anything new in the money game to teach all of my people, my family, my friends, my network. So I own this space now, knowing that if I don't learn it, it'll probably never make it back to the next Black house.
Yeah, I totally agree. I totally agree. Question number 3. How do you manage your work-life balance, and what advice would you give to other women trying to juggle multiple roles?
You probably never heard me say this, but I'm going to tell you what one of our great leaders from the company who molded all of us, World Financial Group, that's where we all met. That's
Yep.
where we all became family. I would never take from them what they taught me. They taught me the basis of the index market, and it's still an unknown secret in our communities. Um, Man, it's touching, but I'm gonna say,
Take your
you know, I
time.
gotta, I gotta take a break. I'm gonna give you a direct answer. Deanna Rossi
Money
was the
lady.
money lady.
Money lady.
I cling to her because of the name. She was so cool. She had swag. She was also a mother. I only get emotional because Deanna would never know that that one sentence she told me at a presentation that was Wine, Women, and Wealth that I spoke for Marcus and Carmen here in Illinois Hill. She told me, I asked her that. Literally, I asked her, how do you do all of this? And then the kids still are priority. She told me simple. It's like jumping at Chuck E. Cheese in the balls. See, you're worried about being the juggler. You're juggling it all. You're trying to not drop a ball. What if you only picked up the 2 balls at the time that was priority for the moment? Jump in the balls. What's priority, you hold. And what you can't hold, you don't worry about until you hold it. It's all about priority and organizing. And when she told me that, that made me tick different. I am very organized, and you know that. Like, if it's not for right now, I'll tell you, bro, I'm into something. Let me hit you back. I don't let anyone own my time or distract me. life distractions, but I jump right back in the lane. But when it comes to business, I don't let anything pull me away if it's not in my hand right now as being the priority.
I know that's right. I know that's right. I like that. I remember the money lady. I still have her book.
I love her. You hear me? I have two of her books, but the one-on-ones that I won with her are
Hmm.
valuable because she was so real. She said money did not take the priority of the kids. And I still see how she rocks with her kids. You all know, anybody who knows me, they know these three girls. They definitely do.
Oh yeah. All right. Question 4. What have you learned coming from WFG to the awesome company we are with now?
Unity, it's still a roller coaster because we have to deal with each other. We have to deal with temperament. But one thing about Universal Wealth, I would say I am a part of this brand because I look at our owners as brothers.
Hmm.
Jason Bove, Andre Pennington. I love Amanda as well. And Jesus, Johnny Perez. I can go on and on. Tony Serrano, Johnny, Ed and Kim. There are so many, but those are the leaders. And I talk to them like they're my real brother and sisters. But we all have one common goal. We don't have to change our face or be anything different than who we are every day to take care of our mission, and that's helping others and educating middle class and upper class Americans about money and how it works. But one thing about us that I love is that we are true about protecting people's life, health, and income. And Andre, that brother, took my thought process to another level. Though he is who he is, he's still as human and down to earth as the rest of us. We didn't have the successful path when we met each other. He came into our world with success, but he's still a down to earth brother that I learn from every time he opens his mouth, no matter what he says. Jason, human nature, very relatable. Ed and Kim, I love the unity. Nothing's peachy. I love how they're just their self. I love Mama Jackie. Roosevelt and Joelle are my sister and brother, just like you and Tomoko. Look, I think it's more unity here. I can go on and on with all my brothers and sisters over there. And we all have our own unique story, but a universal, we're one.
I can't agree with you more. I cannot agree with you more. Wow. I couldn't have said it better myself.
And I know they think I'm MIA right now, but the plate got a little heavy. Universal is always the breadwinner.
Oh yeah.
I just needed to get the other filters rolling and fill that funnel for us all to eat. Sometimes you just got to get away from the big table and make all the small tables turn. And right now they're turning, bro, in a way that Jason and Andre probably can't even imagine. I may be far, but I'm still real close because everything that I'm doing, they're going to need us at Universal.
Oh,
Everything that
no doubt. No doubt. No doubt. Okay, question number 5. How do you stay motivated and focused, especially when facing setbacks and tough times?
So, prayer,
Number 1.
I talk up and I don't talk down. Um, I just keep going. I'll tell you one thing that keeps me motivated. I'll never be somebody's employee on
Oh,
the
that's right.
on the hands of you telling me what I'm worth. If I'm not talking entrepreneurship, wealth building, being a business owner, financial literacy, financial awareness, it doesn't make me happy anymore. I can't be shut down and put in a box. I understand that. But I tell you something else that's in my life that has built my confidence to another level. I've never been a part of any sorority, not that I knock it. I always wanted to be a Delta. All my Deltas on the line. I always wanted to be the Red Sister.
No
I think
time. out to?
perfectly. I know. That's why I love her. But a lot of my sisters, before I met them, then they tell me that later. But the National Coalition of 100 Black Women, the Chicago Metropolitan Chapter, I spoke for them for free because I always speak for free. And they came and found me. It was an honor to not only be looked for, but to be inducted into the coalition in 2023. And then they gave me a hat to wear. I am the chairperson of the Fund Development Department, which is the money department. God will order your steps.
Yes.
But
Yes.
all of this came from me giving my time and speaking money complimentary.
Yes. 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 And you know what's funny? And I'll probably talk to you about this offline. Dr. McCall, you don't know him, but he's a professor at Virginia State University. We're starting um, Young Wealth Builders of America.
Mm.
And we're going to talk to the men and then the women, but we're doing them separate.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm going to need you
We
to talk to
ready.
women.
We stay ready.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. But I'll let you know when it's going down. We're setting it up now.
Oh, that's awesome.
And he already got 50 men lined up. 50
Whew.
college students already lined up that signed that they're going to be there. And he supposed to set up the date and whenever this is going to go down. So,
Yes.
and I might have to call Jason and Andre to come and speak as well.
Yes. Yes.
We're going to do the women separate. So
Y'all need more training than we do. We know y'all leave the house, y'all got to get it together, but nothing moves with that bank account until the lady says so.
exactly.
It's
So I'm
still
gonna need you for
funny.
that, sis. I'm
I
gonna
don't
need
have
you.
my king in the house yet, but I know God is molding this thing before it happens, you know?
But I'll talk to you more about that. But I'm gonna need you, sis.
I'm here. You know,
All
I'm
right.
away.
Your next question. Who would you consider to be the people that has made an impact on you in this industry?
Wow. How many are you looking for?
As many as you want to give.
Well, I just gave a list of many that's currently with me at Universal Wealth. Well, let's
Yeah.
go to the head. He may not ever know this, but I need Mr. Armand McCarroll from the south suburbs of Illinois. I got so tired of people telling me I sound like a baby Armand. Like, is Armand your director? You sound you talk like him, you move like him. 90% of what I know when it came to life insurance, 401k plans, how to read the statements, index universal life, fixed indexed annuities, how to talk to corporate America, how to be confident when you talk money to the millionaires. I will always forever be grateful for him and Lana and the boys. Our mom poured into me because he said I was always asking good questions, but I never asked the same question twice. So to him, he knew it was either note taking or I was really retaining it like I should.
Mm-hmm.
But he said he never met someone that he saw in business that was so hungry like himself, but also someone that was looking to thrive and not just make money. So Armand, no matter how distant we may be, two different companies now, I see people in the city all the time. They don't even know I'm gone. They like, tell Armand I said, what's up? I'm like, will do. Because in Chicago, I will always be the little Armand in the world because no one ever knew my name until they met me through Armand. Now I'm proud to say I stand on my own. Team Epic was my first family, and they will always be my first family. But I will have to give credit due to the only person who took me by the hand, and literally, I won't let him share that throne with anyone else. If it wasn't for Armand giving me the opportunity at WFG, I would have never met any of you guys. I would have never known the way I know, because bro is a beast in this business. He'll talk to anybody. And then when I found out he was recruited by the GOAT, Jeff Levitan, see, the thing is, I can be faithful and give credit due. You learn and you live, you move forward. But what if you never started? And I just always say thank you to him for giving me the start and giving it to me the way he did. It wasn't easy, but he laid some stuff on me, and I used to always just read more, go figure that out. What does that mean? What does that mean? He taught me one thing in life that I didn't know that I didn't have. I'd never asked enough questions.
Mm-hmm.
We used to play the question game. I couldn't answer what he told me. I would have to ask him a question with the answer, or he wouldn't answer it. So Armand, I love you, bro. No matter where you're at, I will always own that space of knowing that I will probably forever wear the hat as little Armand in the money world.
Yeah, that's not going to change. Yes, Armand is my dude. That is my dude. I learned a lot from him as well.
Oh man, he's like a walking financial encyclopedia. I mean, he taught me how to deal with Black America in this world. There's a difference between cultures and races when it comes to money. It's different learning techniques, it's different concepts, it's different rules, it's different respect levels when you're talking about money when it comes to culture and races.
Mm-hmm.
Armand taught me how to deal with my people in the money world. It's a different language. He taught me everything I know about money for the Black people.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Believe me, I get it. I get it. All right. What advice would you give a young woman looking to break into the financial industry?
Come join me. Come now. Y'all hear me? Let's go. I'm in recruiting. It's 2025. Let's go, ladies. Come with me. That's all I can say. Hey, latch on. Because if you serious, I won't let you go. I'm also going to say this. If Joelle Beckles is on the phone, she always say, V, you are too, I'm not too hard. I just don't let you waste my time.
That's right.
I am a bull with this thing. I'm a bull by nature. I am a Taurus. All my Taurus sisters, 5-4 is here.
Hey, I'm a Taurus too.
I know, bro. But I'm going to tell you something. I've learned not to let people give me excuses because I have none. You can't tell me the if, that, or maybe. Don't miss an appointment with me or a meeting. Don't blow me off. That's all I'm going to say. But if you're down for me and you're down for your family, I'm going to just say it like this. If you want to be the one. You want to be the one? Through all adversity, generational curses, I don't care what your parents have. I don't care. Guess what? If you don't have a college degree, but you still want to be the one, I'm latch on. I'm looking for any sister. You know, that's my passion, the young ladies. I'm a mother of 3 girls. I'm my mother's only and oldest daughter. I'm my grandmother's first granddaughter.
Well, speaking of first,
come on.
You are my first guest of the year.
You know I'm appetite. Bro, you do this every week. I did not know that. But what I will say, you know your sister. I will be the first. For my family that's on, I used to get mad when I said this, bro. Real is real. You know what they used to hate for me to say? I'm going to be the first millionaire in the family. Oh, how she know we didn't do this? Oh, we did that. Well, I ain't never know because it didn't show. We still work. You're still working for someone putting a salary on you. You can't be a millionaire. I never knew because those who were there is no way. I didn't know. In my family, I don't know. Look at the house. I didn't know. I'm going to be the one, bro. I am the first. I'm so far from it. But you know, I'm so gung-ho with that thing. When I do it, it's not to shade them. but my family is the lack of my support in this world. I'm going to say it.
Oh,
I don't
we
have
in the
family
same.
support. It's almost like zero. So right now I'm in this space and they're pulling and tagging at me. I'm gone, y'all. I'm out of that space. The mindset that I have now doesn't relate to my family. I'll be back in spirit. I'm always family because you can't pick your family, right?
That's
But I'm
right.
so far gone from them, bro. They can't get me back. That toxicity, negativity, and non-support. I got a whole new family at Universal Wealth. I got something new. I got a whole new family at Build Chicago. You don't even know what that is. I hope some of them are here. They just gave me a platform to teach entrepreneurship, and economic opportunity coordinator is my title. I don't work for Bill. I'm serving through Bill. Bill sits in the 60644 area code. Well, zip code. That's the West Side, the streets that raised me. I'm giving back everything I have 2025, bro. I started on Monday. Bill owns me for the youth in the community so I can teach them entrepreneurship and I can teach them economic opportunities through business ownership. I will be the lead for the Community Business Academy at Build.
That's what's up. That's what's up. That's what I'm talking about. Okay. Last and final question. What do you see as the future for women in business, and what changes would you like to see in the coming years?
I'm not going to say just women. Let me put another little hat on it. Single mothers. I've been a single mommy all my life from 20. My oldest is 24. My baby girl's a freshman at Illinois State University, thriving. We're going through some challenges right now. Life never stops hitting you. She's now residing with her father, but that's because I'm going to stand on my grounds as a mother. I was rooted by this lady named Mildred Ewing, my grandmother. She was a beast, bro. They used to say she was tougher than leather. I give everything I know about money. She introduced me to God. She made it hard for me. I miss her every day. If she saw what I was doing these last couple of months and how God has broke through the barrier with the Purpose League, with the guys, with Build Chicago, I want to see more Black single mothers step out the box. Stop letting these jobs own you. And if they do, that's the bridge to pay the bills. Get your butt home and work on your business. Start part-time. Do it 2 days a week. There is no way you can financially be free with someone owning your time.
I know
I would
that's
love to see more young sisters jump into the financial industry. I got one thing to say. If you like numbers, come holler at us. If your math is your favorite subject, that's half the battle. Because most Black families, half of them hate math. That's why we don't have money. That's why we hate money. That's why we do bad with it. It's all a mindset from when we were younger and hated math. So any of my sisters, I want to see more of them become business owners. I got to give another shout out. My sister Tina Williams, CEO of QT Business Solutions, just pushed me off the mountaintop and I just relaunched Surface Tech's Expert Janitorial Services. 100% me. WBA, WBE, MBE, all me. She's my grant writer. She's my business consultant. She's my sister. But what did I meet her at? What I meet her at, bro?
WFG.
Tina just made me own something. You're doing a lot, girl. When you gonna come see me about your cleaning company, bro? It's been on paper since May of 2020, incorporated since August 13th, 2020. I haven't made a dollar, but I have a lot of bills. Virtual office, taxes, statements every annual year, all that supplies I've bought. I got discouraged because when I was going to launch the stay at home in place with the federal government because of COVID hit. The
Mm-hmm.
week before my ribbon cutting. I've been like just off whack ever since. She rebirthed my baby for me. I literally just received 2 offers for grants this week, and Tina's out of town. So to all my sisters, I want to say you can do it. You just need a support system. Hey, if you need the connectors, come holler at your sister. And I got another 147 sisters that plays no game in business, baby. That NCBW, those ladies have taken me. It's funny because I've supported a group called Polished Pebbles in Chicago.
Mm-hmm.
Kelly Fair is the CEO. I started by being a mommy volunteer. She teaches girls business etiquette, ownership, how to become a CEO. We connected with women of trade. You might have remembered me and the girls with the Bud Billiken Parade with the pink hats with Yvette King.
Yeah, I remember that.
Yvette introduced me to them. And
Okay.
now the coalition looks at me as Sister Venise is from the West Side. She speaks money. Don't ruffle her because she got another side. I am their polished pebble. Most of my sisters have multiple degrees. They own beautiful homes. Their life is affixed. But they took a little black girl from the west side of Chicago, from the hood and the south side, and accepted me because I served first. So I want them to know that you don't have to have it all to get it all. I'm looking for the sister that don't have no new shoes that want different. I'm looking for the sister that dropped out of college because life took a turn and you became a mother. Come holler at me. I'm looking for the woman who's divorced and starting from rock bottom. So what? Failure just means you got to jump back at it.
That's
I'm
it.
looking for the woman who, like Tomoko, who's not a biological mother, but got a whole lot of nieces and nephews, got a whole lot of people around her, all her students. I'm looking for those sisters. We can do it together. I can show you some cheat codes. I'll give you what I didn't know, but I know it now. I ain't worried about them getting ahead of me, bro. Go ahead. I'm going to make it easier, you know?
Mm-hmm.
It's like I will be the cheat code for this financial world. One thing I would say is Transamerica being part of being our owners of WFG, I think I would not have wanted to start at any other company the way they taught us the wealth game. They are not life insurance. They are not retirement. They are all of that. But it's all because it's about the wealth game, tax advantages, getting rid of paying so much in taxes. They connected us to the millionaires because they taught us the wealth game code.
I
So,
for that for real.
what I like to see is a whole lot of ladies reach out to me. Let's take the Leroy Carlton show for those who never knew Venise Ewing, and let's blow this thing away. I'm looking. I ain't turning nobody away because we are volunteer marketing and financial services. I'm taking everybody. You can pay us the background. You can rock with me. You want me to bug you about money? You want to stop having your kids ask you something and you say no? Come see me. My mom always tells me, your girls are too spoiled. The girls are too spoiled. I've always wanted them to have a better life than me. I don't think they're spoiled. I tell them no. They just have more life than I've ever had at their ages. And it ain't even began yet, you know?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I feel you. I feel you. And you know, speaking of Transamerica, the person I would give a shout out to, and I don't know if you remember her, she's the regional vice president of the East Coast for Transamerica, Renee Thompson. I don't
Renee
know.
Thompson?
I don't know if you remember her.
No.
That's who broke everything down for me.
Wow.
Yeah, I asked her.
I don't think I ever met her.
Yeah, she had did a seminar for my team. I
Wow.
asked her to do it for me and tell my team about everything about Transamerica, and she came on and she did it.
For
And
free.
then when it was over, we stayed on the call for like another hour, and she broke everything down for me as far as the insurance game.
I tell people money is a language. It's not hard. I'm going to meet you where you're at. I tell people just today at Build, I talk to millionaires just like I talk to my broke people because they are broke with knowledge. You know,
Yes.
they catch that. We broke financially and knowledge because it's all over us. They're rich and wealthy, but they broke up here.
Yep. No, not.
They still need a broke girl from Chicago to move their money, show them what to do, tell them this life insurance has expired, read their policies to them,
Yep.
tell them what this really means, and yet they take me to their room of gratitude and show me all their degrees and what does that all that mean if you don't know how to move that money to the next generation?
That's right.
That's right. So I love my space, bro. I love who I am. I love who I've become. You are a part of my journey. You know, it's like that story with you and your girls. What I tell you, I'm glad you called me because I would have been so mad if I'd have found this out later and you didn't even call me. But the piece you forgot to tell them was that you guys were all at a convention. You were somewhere else while the whole team was at the convention. And let me say this, I did not mean to miss that, but life takes its turns. Financially, I had too much going on at the time, separate. I just couldn't. But that's because I wasn't supposed to be there because my bonus nieces needed me in Chicago at Midway in the hood where they didn't even want to leave out the airport.
They
But
did.
look at God. You hear me?
Yeah,
I
I
was
was.
supposed to be with you guys in Vegas, kicking it, having a great time, buying the bar, eating lobster. But do you know that one call took all the regret of me not being there? I was so glad I was able to be here and not make it. I told Roosevelt that. I don't even care about that trip because if I wasn't here, the girls would have been sleeping at the airport.
Oh yeah, I'm
Oh yeah.
so glad you answered that phone. I will forever be in your debt for that. My daughter was sitting there like, "What am I going to do, Dad? What am I going to do?"
I'm telling you, Chicago is a great place, but not if you don't know nobody.
I said, "Sit back." I said, "We're gonna call somebody." I say, "Just sit back and chill out, and we'll call you back." And she
And we
said,
kicked it. We ate Chinese. We went shopping a little bit. We ice cream. We kicked it. You hear me?
"Yep." So thank you for that. You are truly a blessing. I thank God that you are a part of our life
Yes. Same
because
here.
we all came together in that journey at that one company. And
Yes.
I tell Roosevelt all the time, even though he beat me in PCP, I told him I had the greatest respect for him because that day, me and him became brothers.
Yes.
We
Through
became,
competition. Isn't that crazy?
yeah, we
A love
became.
and hate thing. Yes.
He sat down and he told me his story, and I told him mine. And from that day forth, even though I still tell him to this day, I'm mad you beat me. I'm still mad you beat me. But he was, I learned a lot from that day, especially
Yes.
from him.
He taught me, look, I don't have to speak Roosevelt name like I speak Armand's because everybody know it's kind of like I'm the third wheel. Like, oh, the Beckles and Venise, Roosevelt, Joy, and Venise. And sister said all the time, she can have that sucker. That girl, look, the same with me, you, and Tomako. I'm the third wheel to so many of my married brothers and sisters because I know y'all gonna mold to where the right brother. Can't no old riffraff come stand next to y'all sister. He got a whole lot of brothers to go through. It's funny
Hey,
because y'all all say that, but whoever he is in the world, I'm letting you know you got about 35 brothers in business and life, spiritually. But I respect the marriage. I respect how you guys respect me. I know I can call you at any given time with anything, and Tomako ain't losing no sleep because I love you guys. The marriage world around me I cannot wait to have what you all have. I know it's gonna come because it's real. Amanda and Andre probably didn't even know I'd be messaging her as much as we was before I actually physically met her. It's just spirits. I'm all over Des Beauvais because of the baby, the little Gigi. Soleil. I can just go on and on with my Natalie. You know, Jimmy Edmond. I got so many sisters and brothers in Universal, bro.
Oh
But the
yeah.
marriage couple, the ones who are married, I love you guys so much because it's never a division when I come around. It's like, oh, that's just us. Who cares? They eating a piece of Leroy finna shut him fries. And it ain't even a flinch of the eye because I'm just like the little sister, the bug around here. But y'all know I love all of y'all totally. The Beckles, boy, I can almost move in with them. And I know it wouldn't even, like, I'm about to be homeless. I'm on my way. Joy go cover the bed and Ro about to meet me on the E-way to make sure I make it. You feel me? The same way with you guys if I was in Virginia. You hear me?
You know you got a place to stay here.
So I'm forever indebted at the relationships that we have. But for the Black community, it's different when you find the us's that think alike. And then to know we all about to cross this $1 million mark real soon.
Oh, no doubt.
You hear me? And to call ourselves brothers, it's so normal. Dre, I know we can't be 65 overnight, 65 meal, but to call Andre brother, and I love his son. You hear me? That's like my nephew, dude.
Oh,
I
that's
love
my
that little
dude.
dude.
That is
Oh
my
man,
dude.
I love him. But I'm telling you, it's the Black world that has changed my life with financial services. And then I have over hundreds of you guys. That's like if the world don't hear us, at least we all caught it. It
Oh
is
yeah.
what it is.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. And I love the fact that you give so much back. You know, it's crazy. It's crazy.
It's a lot. But I tell people now, I've done so much that my days are kind of light. It's like when they need me, they call me and it's like, V got it. Like I'm speaking Saturday at USC. I have an engagement with the Buckner Youth Initiative. That's that evening. I'm with the coalition. I'm speaking this. I'm doing, God was set time in perfect order. I'm at home every night. I pick my hurry up from school most days. It's not taken away from me. I feel like that part is already done. And I was doing it when I was broke. You feel me? I was
Mhm.
doing it when I was thirsty, wasn't making a lot of time, borrowing money from my dad. Let me say something right now about that. He has been my ATM for the last 2 years. He refused to allow me to go get a job. I don't care what our past may have been, what gaps may have been there. If my grandparents were here, it would be the three of them. But my dad is a phone call away. Anything financial for my businesses, bro, he's like, oh, the virtual space, use this credit card, use that. I never knew that dude had so many credit cards either. I know now. You hear me? He manages them well. But he always said that's because I'm the only child of his that is a true entrepreneur. He had the drive when he was young, 27, 28, owning cars and ice cream parlors, property. And then
Mhm.
he let the workforce take him and own them. He became a foreman for streets and sand after all of that. But he said he saw the drive in me young and he refused to let me let it go. So blessings behold, I probably would have tapped out back in 2021, 22. He would
Mhm.
not allow my phone to go off. We made those trips to Costa Rica. I always took him as my plus one. You know, I'm competitive, so they can throw a trip out. I'm like, oh shit, I'm getting that. What I gotta do? It's phone time. Every time I won, who did you see with me?
Your dad.
That's all I could do to give back was make him the plus one. Now it was crazy because nobody would ask anymore who's coming with me. Like, Dad, how y'all know I ain't got no boo? It's always her dad. Just put her in dad. But that's the only gratitude I could give when I was broke and still going through the trenches, just now getting through the breakthrough. But everywhere I went,
Is
financially, If it was paid for me, it was paid for him because he was always my plus one.
I was honored to meet him when we went to Phoenix.
Yes.
Yeah, it was an honor to meet him.
Down
And
to earth, been through the storm.
I got to talk to him in the backyard when we was doing stuff on the grill.
Oh, yes. Oh, you
Yeah.
mean just recently you came to our house?
Yeah.
Oh, yes, bro. That was so warm and welcoming.
Oh, that was the
Can't wait
bomb.
to do that again. Coach James,
The bomb.
let me give you an update real quick. And I want to ask some questions to see if there's questions. Coach James' son that he told us about that night,
Yeah, yeah. How's he doing?
graduated, has signed with an agency, about to hit the NFL. Coach
That,
said everybody in that house that night, we got to meet him on the grass. And don't think he did not mention you. What's the one who kept trying to leave us early and get back to the room because he was getting sleepy? I'm like, Leroy. I'm like, that's Leroy. You didn't know this.
oh,
Let me blow
sure
your mind that night.
that.
We had been drinking and hanging and kicking it and eating our lamb chops and all our food, right?
Yeah.
How did me and my dad leave our phones that night and didn't realize? Remember when we was on our way to you, you GPS'd us, we didn't think about it. You got out the car and went upstairs, and we did not have a phone to get back to that Airbnb. Baby, wasn't nothing but God that my dad was fully aware because I was lost. You hear me? All the houses in Arizona look the same.
Right, right.
We didn't even have phones to get back. It was nothing but God at 1 a.m. that got us back through the desert.
Wow, that's crazy.
We didn't have not one phone, bro, in that rental. And we made it home, and they were still turned up when we walked through that door. 40 minutes later, it should have been like 20.
Wow. Wow.
But days like that is why I love business. That's why I love my team. They like, you know, that thing that says, I'm going to never be this person. I'm going to always be this phrase. When we're in a room or a space, I don't care how big and how stupid my team is about to grow because we're about to bust some numbers. I never want them to know that I'm the leader. I never want to be picked out as the leader. We can play the game. We do it all the time. They like, oh, her. Then it's like, nope, the girl with them finger waves. Like she was just at the counter. She's cool as. I never want to be the leader. I never want to wear the leader to where it's on me. You hear me? It could be in me. I never want it to be on me. I'm going to always be our sister. We're going to always eat together. I'm going to always dip the ketchup behind you.
No doubt.
I'm never going to let the money take me from who I am. Ever.
No doubt. All right. Well, I'm going to put you in the back of the studio and I'm going to wrap this up.
Yes.
So don't leave.
I won't.
Ladies and gentlemen, there you have it. My sister, Venise Ewing, who doing so much, not only for her family and her daughters, the community, the financial industry. She is all over it. So if you are a young lady out there, and she stated, single moms, divorced women, I don't care who you are. If you are out there and you want to make a change in your life, she is the person you need to talk to. Don't hesitate to contact her. I mean, it's too easy, and she will help you get where you're trying to go, and so on and so forth. So I thank her for doing the show. Again, she is the first guest of the year, and we got plenty more big females that's coming to the show, as well as guys that is in the industry. And I look forward to seeing all of you next show. God bless and take care.